Hey man, welcome back to another episode of Screwston Media TV. Man, I know it's been a long time. It's been damn near a year since I made a video, man. But I'm back. Finna get back dedicated and focused to this content. So appreciate y'all bearing with me. In today's episode, we're gonna talk about this Bun B situation, man. A lot of people saying Bun B snitching and he a snitch, he testifying, all that type of thing, but we finna speak on it though. So if you don't know, Bun B and his wife was a part of a home invasion in 2019 in Houston. I'm not gonna say the guy's name that broke into his house, but the guy broke into his house, held his wife, Queenie, at gunpoint to her head. Bun B came down, and he shot the guy, injured the guy, and the police was called. The guy got arrested and charged for it. So this week, I believe it was the trial, and basically Bun B got on the stand, and he basically told his side of the story and how the situation is still affecting him and his wife to this day. And people basically saying, oh, he's snitching, and why would he go on the stand, and he's supposed to be a street dude, and blase blase. Now look, I love being transparent, and so that's what I'm finna do right now. Bun B is not snitching. I'm finna go ahead and set the record straight on that. For one, he is not snitching because the guy was already arrested and charged for home invasion. Let's keep that 100% clear. He was already charged and arrested for it in 2019. So Bun B is not putting nobody in jail. The guy is already arrested, was already charged, and was already in jail for it. All Bun B is doing is recalling about what happened that night. We don't know if Bun B was forced to get on the stand or subpoenaed to get on the stand. We don't know none of that. But it's not snitching. Snitching is when you are a part of a criminal organization, or you have knowledge of illegal activities and stuff like that, and you get caught and you tell on other people that's a part of that to lessen your time being locked up in jail or in prison. That's snitching. What Bun B is doing is basically just recalling what happened that night in 2019 and how it still affects him and his wife to this day. And I also want to speak on, everybody saying, oh, well, Bun B is a street guy, stuff like that. At the end of the day, this man is 50 years old. This man ain't been in the streets since the 80s and 90s when he was living in Port Arthur, Texas. The last time this man was in the streets, Pimp C was alive, man. And I'm not talking about 2007 when Pimp C passed. I'm talking about when he was really in them streets. That was way, way, way back in the day, in the 90s and the 80s when Pimp C was alive. Bun B is not in the streets no more. This man is a restaurant owner, and he also is a teacher at Rice University. If you don't know anything about Rice University, that's pretty much a private school in Houston, Texas. And it's on the same level as the Harvards, the Yales, the Browns, all the top educational schools in the country. Now, Rice would have never hired this man as a teacher if they felt like he was still a part of some type of criminal activity. Like, let's be for real, bro. People can overcome and grow out of the things they did when they was younger. It's street dudes all the time that go from the streets into being successful business owners. Men or female, you know what I'm saying? So we got to cut the notion that, because he once came to the streets, that he has to live by that code for the rest of his life. And like I said, in this situation, he's not even snitching. The guy was already arrested and charged for the crime, so how is that snitching? Like a lot of y'all got snitching and telling your side of the story confused, man. Bun B was not a part of no street activity when this man broke in his house in 2019. We got to set the record straight, man. Like, we got to overcome this basic thinking we have in the black community. Like, I don't want to just say the black community, but any community where, people feel like the street code is what everybody should live by. At the end of the day, man, this man is 50 years old. I believe he got kids. He probably a grandpa, stuff like that, man. The man obviously mature, and he obviously is doing better for himself and his family. So at the end of the day, what Bun B did this week by getting on the stand and telling side of the story is not wrong. When you live in the life of a regular citizen, this is what you do. Only reason why it's such a big deal is because it's Bun B. If it was any regular citizen, you know, in the city of Houston or anywhere, this wouldn't even be a big deal. But because it's Bun B, we trying to make it a big deal. At the end of the day, put yourself in that man's shoes. Or even better, imagine if this was your mom and daddy that somebody broke into their house and had a gun at your mama's head. How would you feel? You know what I'm saying? Think about that before you get the calling this man a snitch and stuff like that. Instead of calling this man a snitch, man, pray for this man and his wife's mental health. And say, man, I hope that man pull through. Because at the end of the day, half you people that's saying that ain't never been through no situation like this in y'all lives. So at the end of the day, he didn't do nothing wrong. This is not snitching. He was not a part of no illegal activity, no criminal activity. All this man do was protect his home, protect his wife, you know, from potentially being hurt by this guy. At the end of the day, he didn't do nothing wrong. And people that's saying that, y'all need to really, really sit back and think about what you're saying. Snitching only applies when you're doing illegal activities or you have knowledge of illegal activities and you get arrested and you tell to lessen your time like 6ix9ine did. He was doing illegal activities that we seen on camera, and when he got arrested and was finna get prison time, fed time, he told on the rest of the guys to lessen his time. In this situation, that situation is nowhere near similar. And y'all need to stop trying to compare the two. At the end of the day, just because you wouldn't do it, that's fine. I wouldn't have gotten up there because I don't believe in speaking on things that's that old. This situation was 5 years ago. But at the same time, we don't know if he was subpoenaed to court or not. Y'all don't know nothing. But y'all quick to assume stuff. At the end of the day, if you're not gonna get up there, that's fine. Ain't nobody is judging you. That's on you. But at the end of the day, man, this man is 50-something years old, and y'all want this man to uphold a code, you know what I'm saying, that he is not living by. If you living by that code, that's fine. Do what you do. Ain't nobody judging you. But this man is 50 years old, and he is obviously not living by this code no more, man. The man is a successful business owner, a legend in the rap game, and you know, a entrepreneur, and he also is a teacher at a well-known educational school in the country, not just Houston, but in the country. Rice University, again, Rice University would have never hired this man if they would have known that this man was still in the streets, bro. Come on now, like, y'all gotta use common sense, bro, and stop going off your emotions in these situations, man. Bun B didn't do nothing wrong. Now, like I said, I would have never gotten up there, not because on some old people gonna think I'm a snitch, nah, because I don't believe in speaking on situations that's 5 years old. This is a traumatic experience. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, pray for that man's mental health, pray for his wife's mental health, man, because at the end of the day, this is a traumatic experience that they went through. I don't care how tough you is, man. Somebody break in your house and put a gun to your wife's head, and you had to shoot the guy or whatever. It's a traumatic experience regardless. Let's just leave it like that, man. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, people gonna say what they gonna say. People gonna feel how they feel, and that's fine, man. But at the end of the day, man, don't knock a black man or any type of person that has grown from the guy he was or female they was when they was younger to the person he is today, man. He obviously matured, and he on to bigger and better things for sure, man. You know, so that's my take on it. You know, I'm gonna leave it like that, man. But I just wanted to get on here and speak on that, man, because, you know, at the end of the day, man, we gotta protect our legends, man. You know, we losing too many legends, man. You know, to this and that, man. You know, but I ain't gonna let y'all knock down Bun B, man, for sure, man. From the legendary group UGK, man. But I just wanted to get in, you know, check in with y'all and speak on that, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.